All right, I'm in the Haunted Mansion tournament, opening round, rookie division. I should have come in. I'm not sure where I came in tiebreakers, but I shot a fantastic qualification round. Like, I, I, I'm not expecting to duplicate that, but it's possible. I got lucky on a couple holes, but we'll see. We're still working on our adjustments, but I got a couple albies and two of the par fours, two albies, and a hole in one. So I got that going for me. Hole number one. Let's check it out. And we are at Chateau Lavande all week. I'm going to go straight at it. So the first time we came here, I was playing with Dunner, and he went this way. I thought that this was a sand trap down here, but it's actually a rock. And I had come this direction, and I was up. I actually stayed on the green and was like right on the transition between the fringe and the green, and was on the green and had a max putt and missed it. But I do like this way better. I think it doesn't take as much work. You just have to bring out a bigger power ball. So if you got tailwind, you can probably do. You might be able to do a lower power ball, but and use the wind. But if you got any kind of side wind or headwind, I'm pretty sure you're gonna have to bring out a bigger ball. Pretty sure. And I'm gonna take a Berserker. And I'm going to take my number 5 bag. Off we go. Off we go. I want to give a shout out to Ken Richard. He's been sending us notes on some of the holes, so he's been working on the spots and getting it done. I think he's got 4 and 9. If I can get an opponent. If. That's a big if. What the hell's the deal? How hard can it be? Come on. I don't think I'll have to do... There may be an adjustment on the drive, but... I don't have anything written down. Okay, it's like 2. Maybe I'm just going to do 2 top spin. Still plenty of room there. It's 2.1 per ring. So if I add it on 10%, that'd be just about 2 rings. Let me go a little short of that. Oh, shit. I'm in bad shape. I'll be lucky to hit. Yeah, in the rough on the other side. That's really bad. Real bad. Can make it from there, though. Just got to hit perfect. Perfecto. This is some of the lowest hanging fruit on the course, so we really do need to get an eagle here. Now, that is the other way you can go. You could bring out... Again, if you went with a ball where you could get your big topper up into that hole, you might be able to use your big topper, especially if it was side or tailwind. You wouldn't necessarily have to bring out a power 5 to get your big topper into that area, maybe. Because all you have to do is barely... Ooh, I was kind of hoping that they were going to roll off. Seems like if you barely get to it, you just roll right down. Damn it. Alright. It's going to hit it perfect and it'll go in the hole. I'm going to hedge my bet a little. Hitting it perfect. Get in the hole. Get in the hole. Woo! In the hole. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's the deal. We don't have to get an eagle on hole number 1, but we really have to get an eagle on hole number 1. There's way too many people on our bracket that are going to be getting eagles on hole number 1. We don't want to be down right out of the gate. I'm thinking that with headwind, though, I'm not sure that that shot's possible. Unless you had a low wind ball, you keep the wind way down, because the headwind on these drives has really been affecting it. Good luck in the tournament. We're out of here. Hole number 1 in the bag. Hole number 2. Okay, max 50%. 0.9 per ring. And I think I did a 40% the other day, and I still didn't pull it enough at max, at 0.9 per ring. Let's do the math. So if I had a 2 mile an hour wind, it'd be 1.5 times 2 is 3. Divided by 0.9 is 3.33. So it's another third of a ring, and I still didn't pull it enough. So let's look at the hole. And I was way back. Seems to me that where I'd set mine up, you can't do, I think if you had I'm not sure that my Grizzly has enough topspin to do the rough bump. So I had set up way back here and was running it up and trying not to use a lot of backspin, but just a couple. And I didn't write any of those numbers down. What kind of deal is that? What is the deal? Come on. Let's get a hole in 1 right here. So 50% at max, 0.15 times whatever the wind is, divided by 0.9 per ring. Oh, and I had to bring a Kingmaker. I got to switch balls. I was at max club. I think I'd pull back a little bit from max just to leave myself some room. Swap balls. Yeah, I'll use one of these just because. A couple backspin. .6 equals divided by 0.9, 6 rings. Hitting it perfect. Getting a hole. Just! And still didn't pull it enough. But I am closer. I started off at plus, I think the first time I played this, I think I did like a 10%, and I was way off. And then I did a 30, and then I did a 40. Now that's a 50, so I'm going to do plus 0.2. Plus 0.2. Maybe 1. Maybe 2. Just a little. Arrgh. Close. I gotta circle that Kingmaker. I wasted a couple seconds there. Let's see if my opponent can get out. I'm not a fan of using that hill. The thing about I was in kind of a little sticky spot right there, but using the hill, if you hit just if your wind adjustment is not absolutely perfect, and you overpull or underpull, you're hitting higher up on the hill, which means the bounce will go higher, or you're hitting lower on the hill, which means that the bounce is going to go lower, but lower on the hill means it's going to go more to the right and low, and more to the left means you're going to be high, which means it's going to go high and right, or excuse me, left. And so your trajectory going to the hole, you have a whole freaking variable there. It's always better to hit off a flat ground, if possible. Depending on how you're coming at the hole, if you can get on the fringe where your first bounce is on the fringe, you usually get a pretty good rollout when you're hitting the fringe. It's not always possible, but... All right, hole number 3. Hole number 3. The big par 5. All right, it seems to me, depending on the wind, if we're getting a tailwind or any kind of side wind, I've been doing the rough shot, coming out here with a power 5 ball, hitting in this area and trying to bleed up. And from here, you're in mid Kingfisher. But you definitely want to bring out whatever hits the farthest with the most topspin. Bag number 1. Let's check out power balls in this account. Let's see which way the wind's blowing. If we've got a tailwind or a side wind, a berserker will work. Berserker will work. My number 1 bag. And off we roll. See if we can get out there into the Kingfisher range, and it's minus 10%, so 0.9 times. I made this yesterday, or the day before yesterday. Mid club, 1.6 per ring, minus 10 cup, Kingfisher, but one shot at a time. We got to make this drive. Gots to make it. My opponent goes first. See if they watch their second bounce, how close it comes to the rough. That's the critical. Perfect. You're going up the hill right there. I saw one of my opponents the other day shot and did it straight, very little curl, and kind of went up the hill and got a little bit of roll. $3-7. I'm going to do 2 rings. That's 4-2. Put the power back in it. Hitting it perfect. Rolling out. And I'm telling you, with headwind though, I don't know if that's possible. With headwind, I think you'd have to go more to the right before you bleed out. I'm trying to come out at the very end with the headwind, or with the tailwind, but if it was headwind, trying to come out more on the right. It's the same shot, probably be more towards max Kingfisher instead of min, if I make it through. 0.9 times the wind divided by 1.6. Let's hit it perfect and get it done. Oh, that's brutal. That's brutal right there. Okay, 4.3 equals divided by 1.6. 2.41 rings. .4 rings. There's 2-4. Hitting it perfect. Get in the hole. Oh, didn't pull it enough. Didn't pull it enough. That was with a side wind. Make some notes here. With that wind, it might be just a straight up pull. Maybe. Damn it. It's in the right spot. All right, hole number 4. Hole number 4. What do we have in store for us here? All right, what was I doing on this? I was doing plus 10 at max. We were doing minimum club plus 50, but when you start getting into that, when you start getting up that high in numbers, just using a max number and then working from there. So Richard sent us plus 10 at max. 3.5 back. So when I was using 3 backspin and a quarter right, because where I was setting up a little, I was using this sand trap, I believe, and being 3 rings off of this sand trap. I was way back. I suppose whichever way the wind's blowing, you could move it around out in this area in order to avoid these sand traps. Let's think here. I've got a navigator. Power 1 ball. What are my power 1 options? 1, 2 side spin. 4 wind. All right, let's take a spider ball. These are all like old retro balls. I remember the spider ball came out. It was between the 4th of July. It didn't originally come out it came out before this season. Spider ball sniper. Plus 10 at max, 1.1 times. Other than the Berserker, there was a ball that came out I'm not sure if for the Sakura Hills tournament, if there was a ball that came out. I know for the 4th of July, there was a ball that came out. The original 2017 4th of July, and then there was a Labor Day ball. I actually still have some of those balls. They were, like, special balls back then were 323s. They didn't have any wind stuff. And I was way back like my opponent. They got a power 2 ball and their red line's right there. And it does seem like you need to leave yourself right about 2 squares before it gets to the hole. It's flat. So if you leave it 2 squares short, it'll just come to a stop at that point. But after that, it kind of rolls down to the hill, it rolls down to the cup. And you need to leave it a little short, because just a little bit like that, watch how far this ball rolls. It catches that hill. And flirting with the rough right there. Seven, 1.7, 1.87 rings. We'll say 187. You're gonna hit it great one way or the other. That was the way to hit it, but want to hit it perfect. Look at that. Perfect would have been right there. Right there. I started off on the left side or the right hand side of the flagpole. I was trying to game it right at it, but I was already ready to on my time sheet. I didn't want to get down to the last second. I think those numbers are going to work though. Or at least get me close. All right, hole number 5. Hole number 5. What is hole number 5? I cannot remember these holes, and I don't have a lot of time and grade on this course. I've only played it. How many tournaments has it been in? It's only been in 2 tournaments, so I haven't played it a lot. All right, I'm trying to get up into this area right here, and then there's a chip to get on, and so I'm doing an APOC, a Kingmaker. Let's see which way the wind's blowing. Got it with us. An APOC. And a Kingmaker. Just a regular vanilla Kingmaker. 5 topspin, max OP. Take the wind out, and I'm going to take 50% of the wind out. I'm going to take the wind and a little. I'm mid Kingfisher, so I have room. If I'm a little short, I can live with that as opposed to going long. And I haven't really been pushing the limit. We'll see what kind of wind we got. Mac goes first. This is good. So we got a 4-4 wind. There you go. They got all of their topspin on. Suppose if you got your bounces right with this kind of wind, you could bounce over and beyond in one. Watch, let's see how far that kicked it out. Look at how far that made it go. That was huge. Five topspin. Three, 4. I'm going to take out, that'd be 4, 5. I'm going to take out 5. That's 2.5 rings. If I can get lined up with the wind. There's 2.5. Getting it perfect. And that was too much. Looking at my notes here, that's exactly what my notes say. I was doing. We might have had more of a pure side wind. All right, I can make this. I have the tools in my bag. One shot at a time. That shot's done. Now we got to deal with the repercussions. Nice on. Hopefully everybody's having a good week. It's that time of year. What do we got here? What do we got? There's max. Is that max? That is max. That's mid. That's 3/4. I'm in the 8 per ring range. So 8, or excuse me, 2.7 divided by 8 is a third of a ring. I think I perfect would have went in on the other side of the cup. Been close. Just trying to hedge my bet. Trying to give myself a great on one side or the other, but still have a perfect go in the hole. You can do that where you can hedge your bet and you can get yourself so close that you'll rim the cup on a perfect. So I always like to leave myself inside of the cup, but then you take the risk that the great that you're trying to pick up is just a little outside. Arrgh. Damn it. Damn it to hell. All right, hole number 6. Hole number 6. What do we have for hole number 6? What are our I got an Albie on this the other day, and I was way down at the bottom. I went with my extra mile and a Kingmaker, and I pulled back to the plus 10 mark, and I did max topspin and ran and took the wind out and just ran it down to the end, and then I had a sniper plus 30 to the cup. Let's see if we can pan that out again. What ball do I got? What ball do I have picked? I have a Kingmaker. That's good enough. Here we go. Hole number 6. See if we can get an Albie again on this. I got 4 holes and I got to pick up 2. So this is the hole right here. This is all 4 of these holes coming up are great opportunities to pick up shots. Every hole on this course has got a great opportunity to pick up a shot. It really depends on where you put yourself on the drive. And you have to remember too that Playdemic is a ball manufacturer, and this course right here, different balls. There are some spots on here where having bigger balls or having the right ball can make a big difference. My number 1 bag, max topspin. Back to the plus 10 mark. I want to be on the, if you draw a line straight down the fairway, I want to be on the right hand side of that line. 2-9. It's a ring and a half. And a little. So on the right, if you draw a line down that fairway, everything on the left-hand side rolls down on the left, and everything on the right-hand side is fairly flat. So trying to stay on the right-hand side, but towards the center. So if you hit a great to the left right there, you take the risk of, as it rolls out, you can see where I'm at down there. As it rolls out, once it gets about to those sand traps, it's just rolling with the course, and it could roll off down there at the bottom. But if you hit it great to the right, it'll just keep going straight. See what my opponent gets done. All right, we're plus 30 to the cup, 1.3 times whatever the wind is, and I think this is a minimum sniper, if I remember correctly. So they balance. I think, no, it's the next hole that is minimum. This one must be, there's max. Oh, I am at minimum. So it's 3-3. There's the wind. 3-3. There's 3 and a third. Hitting it perfect. Get in the hole. Slightly underpulled it. Urgh. Slightly. I'll try plus 40. I think we did make a change on that one. I just didn't write it down. I put plus 30. Well, no, I think we tried plus 30 and that didn't work. This next hole is 1-to-1. It is plus 30, and I made this the last round, and so it's plus 30 at minimum club, so it's 1.3 at minimum club times the wind divided by 1.3, so the 1.3s balance each other out, so it's just whatever the wind is, which is what I did right there, and it wasn't enough. In the hole. All right. Back to the drawing board. Hole number 7. As soon as my opponent makes their shot. Let's check our opponent out. They're sporting some jewelry. 161 million. Newer account. Good luck in the tournament. All right, hole number 7. What do we have in store? I think this is a par 4. No, it is a par 3. Last of par 3s. 1-to-1. Yep, this is the deal. 1-to-1. Sniper. Minimum. I didn't write down what ball I'm bringing, so I'm just going to bring a... I think I was using a navigator, so we'll bring another one of those spider balls. We'll bring an eyeball ball. The eyeball. All right, whatever the wind is. I don't have spin. I don't have anything on here. Put one power ball, one power. If I can find an opponent. If. I will not need my calculator. We are super busy around here this time of year. It seems like everybody in the family's birthdays this time of year. My mother-in-law is in the hospital. We got all kinds of shit going on. Trying to get all of our work done before the weather turns really bad. There is that little G-string rough bump. And they did minimum pull. They did a little less than minimum. They only did right at about 2 rings, maybe a little, and that's the worst side to hit it on in that deal. If you don't pull enough, it puts you over the sand, and then all right. Let's get here where I can see what the hell I'm doing. Hey. Jeez. of time, and I'm going to go 1,000,000 miles an hour, so I better hit the flagpole. Isn't it perfect? Better hit the flagpole, because I was having a hard time getting the woo in the hole. Man, it's a good thing it hit the flagpole. I was trying to get, had hopes that with the more, let's see what the side spin is on this. Maybe it's only 2 side spin, that's why. I think I might have been bringing a katana there yesterday. Let's look at my ball inventory again. Those are only 2 side spin balls. And I was with the Navigator, I was more straight on. So down in this area down here, what I was trying to do right there was to get out into this zone so that I could give myself a little bit more leeway all the way around, and then side spin it back to the cub. And you could do that if you had a 4 or a 5 side spin ball for sure. But yesterday I was right in here, and I think I did have a nav, and I was just going straight at it. Maybe just a little bit of spin, but you're definitely on a G-string right here. I like this wind direction for that pull, but I was trying to get out into this area right here so that if the wind was blowing from this direction or this direction where I had to encounter the sand, I gave myself a little bit more leeway, but I would have had to bring out a bigger side spin ball for sure. And my only option there is that 0 power ball, 0 with side spin, if I want to start in that area. 1 to 1. All right. Hey, get off there. Let's see what we got for hole number 8. Let's see what our options are. Hole number 8. And I believe the option here was, once again, to get, I think we were getting onto this zone right here. Extra Mile, Kingmaker. I was in Max Rapier yesterday. Extra Mile, Kingmaker, bag number 1. Let's open a chest. Clear a slot. Get rid of the Titan ball. All right, here we go. Hole number 8. Extra Mile, Kingmaker. I'm 100% sure I was going to the right. I'll have to see what the bounces are there. I can't actually remember what shot I was taking on this hole, so I'll have to figure it out when I get out there. It'll become obvious. Since I didn't put any spin stuff on here, so I have no idea. So with tailwind or any kind of side wind, we do have enough room there for a 3 power ball. But with headwind, we're probably going to have to bring out a bigger ball if we want to hit into that area without doing overpower. Two rings great to the left. You still got a great shot from there. You should have a great shot from pretty much anywhere down there if you screw up. Six and a half. I want to come forward just a little, like a ring. There's 3-1. And push a ring of that power back in there, right back to the red line. One ring great to the left. Oh, that left killed me. I was trying to bring that second bounce back around so that the second bounce hit in the fairway and could continue to roll instead of clipping the rough. Just trying to get in my wedge range down there. My opponent's got the right club. Thorne's got a killer backtail. I don't like that eyeball adjustment, but you never can tell with backspin shots. Even if they would have made a perfect adjustment, backspin shots do because backspin doesn't take effect until it hits the ground the very first time, and when it hits, sometimes it does weird stuff. All right, here we go. Let's make this. I made 2 so far this round. Let's make 3. Let's make it 3. There's max, there's mid, and I'm in the 16 per ring range. I'm actually in the range where gonna happen. Not gonna happen on a 2 ring great to the left. Had high hopes for that. Arrgh. Damn it. All right, I got to get the Albie on hole number 9. I have an idea of the second shot, but I can't remember. My recollection on the drive is I know I hit it 421 yards last time. Let's see what kind of wind we have. Birdie. Good luck in the tournament. Let's see which way the wind's blowing. We got headwind. I think the deal was hitting it out into this area out here, off of this island, going straight forward, and then taking this shot coming in, is what the deal was. To get this amazing stuff done, hold on 1 second. All right, I had to go see what I did on here so that I had some notes. So I did an extra mile. Let's go look at it. Let's see what I did here. I did an extra mile with a Kingmaker, and I did max topspin. And we were going against a little bit of a side wind, almost a perfect side wind. So here we're going to have a headwind. So where your red line is out here without having to do any overpower. And I was right at, so if you end up a little short out here, I was right at max long iron. And so with a headwind, I'm going to bring out a 444 with a headwind. And that'll push me forward in here a little bit on the drive to help me get to the same spot. But it'll help me on my red line on my second shot. And yes, a 444. The 444 is really the utility ball. Like if you're going to have fours, like this is like when you need a 4-power ball, even though sometimes you're using it for the spin, and sometimes you're using it for the wind, and sometimes you're using it for the power in the wind. It's a good little utility ball, power utility ball. It's not a Titan, but it's close. It's better, maybe. Let's not get hasty here and say anything's better than a Titan. This Titan is the king of balls. This is the working man's ball. When you need a professional, we call it 444. Max Grizzly. If I can get to the right spot. So you got plenty of room down there. They're using a power 2 ball and they got plenty of room. And they're doing overpower. You get in the right spot though with a low wind ball coming into the cup. Maybe we'll get this done. One 7, 2.1 per ring, so I'm going to do a ring. That puts me about 2/3 of a ring into power. Oh, that's going to end up in the rough. Not on the first bounce, but on the second bounce, everything rolls off to the left. And that'll put me right in the rough. Still got a great shot from here. This will be the 4th time I've had to take a shot, and I made 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3 ain't bad, but let's see if we can make it 3 out of 4. That looks like it's going to be at least a mid to 3/4 rough shot. Maybe even max, but there could be a rough bump down there. I'm doing a 50% wind adjustment. Not in the right spot. The whole goal is to give yourself 18 opportunities. You want to be on the right spot 18 times in a row so that you're really working on that second shot. Trying to get the 1/3 of the time. Pick up 6, you're in the hunt. Look at the undulation on that. Okay, where am I at in my club? There's max. There's mid. So I'm at 3/4. Definitely. I think there's enough top spin in order to get me to the cup. Two. 1.5 times 2.2 equals divided by 2. 1.65 rings. There's 165. Exactly. Oh, if I'd hit that perfect, it would have won the hole. I can assure you. Damn it to hell. That's what a 2-ring grate to the right looks like. Arrgh. Still think that was, what, a 14 round? I think I only picked up 2. Coming from, I have a great qualifying round, so if we get down to the point where the qualifying round is the, and I still got the back 9 to get done, so we could pick it up on the back 9 and pick our average up. Want to come in with a 30, 15 aside, and I did not get it done on the front, so we're going to have to get it done on the back. Arrgh. All right, 14 after 9, a couple other 14s after 9, some 13s, working our way up the stack. All right, that was the front 9 of the Haunted Mansion tournament. I'm going to be playing, I've got a bunch of stuff to do today, but I'm going to try and get a hold of Dunner and we can play Odd and Too Many Dunners, and I'll finish up my round. I may finish it up now or I may finish it up later. I'm not sure. I've got a busy day. So I will catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Hopefully everybody's having a great tournament. And let's get some drops out there. Every hole's got a killer opportunity for a drop. Thanks for watching.